Greetings everyone, it's Cain here. Welcome to my video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the worst job I've ever had. Now, I had many jobs throughout my life, but this had to be the absolute worst one of them all. I believe it was in 2018, early 2018. It was a seasonal position at Costco. First getting hired, I thought to myself, this could be a really good job. If I impress my manager, I could be legit and pick up full time. I'm getting discounts on food. I'm getting discounts on gas. It's a big corporation. I could get raises if I stick through it. I was very positive about it. The first day came. They stuffed me in the freezer, stacking meats with this delusional, crazy motherfucker talking about the same dysfunctional bullshit. I was stacking meats in the freezer and produce in the cooler. For those of you who don't know Costco has this isolated cold room for produce, grapes, strawberries, all that good stuff. The room's really cold, guys. I'm telling you, it's like a freezer. Now, that was pretty much my job. I didn't last too long. I think I lasted around 2 weeks max. Now, around that time, it was winter time, and it was a pretty bad winter. It was pretty cold, and the crappy part about it is I had to be there at 5 a.m. So I had to wake up at 4 a.m. with the snow coming down like crazy, putting on the heat, freezing my ass off as it is, just to get there and be put in the freezer with some butt munch that talks about nonsense all day. This guy was absolutely crazy. Now I've known a lot of crazy motherfuckers in my life, but this guy was a fucking nuthead. In the freezer, he just wore a t-shirt, some shorts, and gloves. While I'm triple layered, 2 pairs of sweatpants underneath my pants, gloves, a beanie. Like, you crazy motherfucker. You are gonna get hypothermia, arthritis. Those rooms are seriously cold, guys. I don't know. Yeah, that job pretty much scarred me for life in the head, knowing that how horrible life could be. Now, I'm sure there's other jobs much worse. There's slaughterhouse jobs, where mostly illegals work. There's a lot of worse jobs out there. Guy putting a dildo in a horse. But man, freezing your ass off with some dumb shit, talking about dysfunctional nonsense all day for 8 hours. In the freezer. Getting paid like $11 an hour. I believe minimum wage was like 11 around that time. I believe it was like 4 days a week. That was an absolute nightmare. I said, fuck this. And I walked out. I didn't show. The manager tried to call me like 5 times. I remember his name. What was it? Actually, no, I don't. I don't know. He was some short guy. He was nice. But man, they had me working with some fucking weirdos. Now, I thought Costco was going to be great because I have an uncle. My grandpa's brother worked at Costco pretty much his whole life. He's pretty much going to retire from Costco. Bought a house. He has 2 vehicles. He has a good situation in Costco. And he's cool. He's very laid back. So me thinking, maybe he could help me out. If I do have a problem with Costco, because he knows the different branches all in all. So if I have a problem with someone, he could talk to their manager. And, I thought I was going to have it good. Costco seems like a good place to work. But man, the dehumanization I'm not gonna put up with that shit. I only get one set of teens and 20s. You only have one life. Why am I gonna waste it in a freezer with some dumb shit? Some fucking butt munch talking about shit that I could care less. Like, literally, he's just talking for himself, like out of his ass. Well, I'm miserable, about to murder this guy because he's pissing me off. Fucking get a piece of frozen meat and whack him in the back of the head. Man, so that was the worst job I've ever had, guys. Just thinking about it kind of makes me angry. I guess it wasn't too bad. It only lasted 2 weeks, so it's not too bad. But man, I hate being cold, freezing in the snow, plus being put in the freezer to stack carcasses and produce, overpriced produce in large quantities. Man, oh man, how I'm grateful for my current situation. How I'm grateful for how everything unfold currently. You know, because I had some crappy jobs throughout my life, guys. I worked in some industrial bullshit in Commerce City with nuts and bolts. You know, I just had a lot of fucking dehumanizing fucking jobs out here. Yeah, just thought I'd share it with you guys. What kind of bad jobs did you guys have? Leave in the comments. Tell me if you had any crappy ass, dehumanizing, dysfunctional jobs that made you just want to fuck off. Pop off. Yeah, there's don't put up with the shit, guys. If you guys are unhappy, move on. Life's too short to be stuck and in despair. That's what drives people to become an alcoholic and to become a pothead, a drug addict, things like that, shit like that. And I can see why. That what you could just drive the human brain insane. Like, we are not robots to be put in the freezer stacking carcasses for 8 hours straight, or produce. Literally, that cooler in the produce was probably around like 30 degrees. The freezer was like 0 degrees, probably negative. I don't know. Hopefully the future will be better. Hopefully we have robots to do all that shit for us, and we have pretty much laid back jobs, and we could be more comfortable and focus on more self-care and being in paradise, going on vacations, traveling, having some family time, family unity. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. Not to be a fucking slave put in the freezer. I've had many jobs, guys, throughout my life. My first job was when I was 18 years old. I kind of started late because most people nowadays start at like 15, which is kind of sad because you're supposed to enjoy your youth. You're supposed to go hang out with friends. Thank you, motorcycle. Around that time, you're supposed to socialize and just be a kid. Be a teen. You know, have fun. Kids nowadays are working at 14, and it's quite sad. Anyway, this video is not about that. First job was at 18. I worked at this little mom and pop place called Mama Sanino's. How time flies. That was like in 2013. 2013. I was probably making less than minimum wage. Was I? I don't really remember. I might have been making minimum wage around that. But at that time, it was like fucking $9 an hour. That was like in 2013, Colorado, $7 an hour. The fuck am I gonna buy a bag of chips and a fucking Slurpee? Anyway, just putting content for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my ramble. Don't put up with the shit, guys. If you guys are unhappy, move on. There are other choices. That's what makes this country so great. You don't have to be stuck in a field or in a freezer or digging a hole in some fucking 100-degree weather or in the fucking snow. Don't put up with that shit. I'm telling you guys right now. You only have one life. Enjoy it. There's no exact science to life. There's no accidents and there are no guarantees. Leave a comment. Tell me, guys, what your horrible jobs were. I would like to know. Subscribe, hit that bell so every time I upload, you guys get notified. Always making videos of all kinds. Join me through my journey. Thank you.